And
All right.
how?
My mom is originally from Durango, and her last name is Morales. Uh, Morales from my dad, from my grandfather, and Tuero from her mother. So Mora es Consuelo Morales Tuero. Okay. Now the Morales are kind of legendary in Mexico. They were huge landowners, but they got ripped off by the government, and they lost a major land grabs over there. But basically, my granddad was a very uneducated person, but very smart. He did um, millimeter calculations. He was a precise engineer for the railroad. He used to build the parts just by looking at them and being able to fit them to great machinery. And so he earned a lot of money. So basically, they had a lot of money, and so they were pretty well off. But he was a very uneducated person. But lucky for us.
So you know what my dad told us that his dad came from Italy and landed in the southeast part of Mexico, which is Chiapas. And there's a lot of carbonates in that state, and that he came to Mexico City, and that's where he met my grandma. That he was the only child from my grandma and whatever. He remarried and had three other kids, and they were girls. My dad was the only boy. So my father was the only one that carried on with the name, which you are third generation, fourth until my grandfather, my father, my brother, and you. So you're the fourth generation. Is you are responsible for the fifth,
Tony as well.
and Tony and Jake.
And Jake.
Those are the three carbonates.
Okay.
So we're depending on you.
There's other carbonates in this world. Oh. Okay.
Um,
So
we have a second name. There's Carboney Rojas and Carboney Moran, and we are Rojas. And the rest of the carbonates, they are on the internet, and you can find them.
right.
But
I've
they
seen.
have a second last name. Our last name is Carboney Rojas, which I mean my grandfather and my grandmother was Rojas. You know, his mom was Rojas, so it's Carboney Rojas, but our grandmother is Salcedo. My dad's name is Carboney Salcedo, and your dad and me are Carboney Morales, because my mom last name is Morales. We are from Durango. We came here 52 years ago. I myself came in June 2nd, 1959. I arrived at 10 in the morning in the bus depot, and my dad said to me, I'm so glad. How was your trip? And he goes, oh, it was great. And he said to me, where do you want to go? I want to go to Santa Monica because I had never seen the sea. And it was, I mean, like amazing. When I looked at that sea, it was like I was so impressed. It was like I was speechless. And then after we left the beach, my dad said to me, I'm going to take you to eat something that you never eaten before. And I said, what? What are we going to eat? And then we went to this restaurant, and I had a burrito. Because in Mexico, there's no burritos. That's gringo food. But they say it's Mexican food, but it's not. The tacos are Mexican, not the burritos. So I went to this place that's called El Burrito in East LA, and I didn't like it. To this date, I don't like burritos. But anyways, you know, that's how we came, and then I came in June, and the rest of the family came in August. That's when we all got here together, and it was my grandmother, my dad's mom, 7 kids, and my dad and my mom. 10 people, and we all lived in one 2-story house in Bixel.
Where?
Bixel and 8th
Excellent. In downtown.
in downtown Los Angeles.
Wow. Okay.
We used to walk to downtown Los Angeles And on the way back, we had to cross the Harbor Freeway. And your aunt Edna and Aunt Chiquis and Darlene and me, we were walking back. And right as we crossed the freeway overpass, we just couldn't hold it anymore, and we'll pee on the bridge. That was a block and a half from the house, and we never made it to the house. And we peed all over the cars.
Wait, you and who?
The five sisters. We walked from downtown, and you just, oh, we can hold it, because there were no poly bathrooms, and we wouldn't go. So then we started peeing right there over the overpass of the Harbor Freeway on 7th Street.
I know exactly where that is. Okay.
Yeah, we always had a lot of laughs, and we didn't have like a lot of money because we were a lot of people. But we had a lot of fun. We were 7 kids, and we never fought with each other. We always took care of the youngest one. And up to this day,
Darlene?
Your dad and your Uncle Luis have never said a bad word to me, or be upset at each other. Never in their whole life. So I think that my parents had, they showed us that the material things are not as worth as having your family. That's what I really love about my dad.
It's very beautiful.
He was very good to me, and I miss him, and I miss my mom too.
Me too.